Good afternoon, Bugeaters fans. Welcome to Morrison Stadium for another edition of Bugeaters FC Soccer here from downtown Omaha, Nebraska. It is a beautiful day here as the almost said Mavericks. I'm used to doing the Omaha broadcast, but now the Bugeaters FC taking on the visiting FC Boulder from Colorado. The starters for the Bugeaters today: in goal, Joseph Gittes; right back, Stevie C; Jean Foyat and Alan Carr at the center back positions, and Gabriel Gallotto occupying the left back position. Center defensive midfielders Florian Doubt, Tobias Marsky, and JT Seeger playing right in front of him. And then the three-pronged attack of Diego Gutierrez in the middle, Carlos Ferrer on the right, and Roger De La Villa on the left for the Bugeaters. In red, attacking from left to right. FC Boulder in white, attacking from right to left. My name is Owen Godberson. My color commentator Jack River is around the stadium here in Morrison, running game day operations for the Bugeaters. Not too sure whether or not he's going to be back at any point in this game, but you are in fairly capable hands, I guess. I'm going to hope to get you through the next 90 minutes as the Bugeaters look to continue a 5-game unbeaten streak and remain undefeated here at Morrison Stadium, really turning this stadium into a fortress in downtown Omaha, with the downtown skyline behind the south goal, occupied by the FC Boulder goalkeeper. Playing about the back at the minute, Alan Carr playing it up to Diego Gutierrez wearing the number 9. Back in the midfield for Doubt. Switched over to Jean Foyat. Relatively unknown product at the moment for the Bugeaters. He's currently the assistant coach for the program. The Pilsen Czech Republic center back played his days at Grand Canyon, as well as Mid-Continental University in Kentucky. FC Boulder now on the ball, looking to get something going. The opening 2 minutes of the game, 1:21 into the matchup here. Bugeaters last week tying 1-1 for the Des Moines Menace here at Morrison Stadium. Looking to pick up another win. Can't tell at the moment whether or not FC Boulder is going to be able to contain this three-pronged attack. Here we go, Diego Gutierrez down the left, looking to get the ball into the middle. It's easily collected by the Boulder goalkeeper. Back in the midfield by Marsky. Marsky plays a nice 1-2. De La Villa couldn't quite get that into the attacking third. Now it's dropped all the way back to Alan Carr on the back line. Carr looking to play this one across. His Czech Republic teammate on the back line played it forward. Carlos Ferrer left it off, trying to find Diego Gutierrez on the dummy, intercepted. Now FC Boulder looking to get an attack going. Careless giveaway in the midfield. Carlos Ferrer on the ball finds Gutierrez. Gutierrez takes it into the penalty area. Diego Gutierrez for the Bugeaters, and it's 1-0! A great finish by the Maverick midfielder, and it's 1-0 Bugeaters inside of the opening 3 minutes. Nice little 1-2 play there between him and Carlos Ferrer. Ferrer is going to be the one getting the assist on that one. Gutierrez slotting it home with a near post. And just like that, the Bugeaters up 1-0 early on here. It's been kind of the story of the Bugeaters so far this season, scoring early in games. FC Boulder's backs against the wall here. Away from home. Finding themselves 1-0 down to a very capable side. A lot of college players out there for the Bugeaters. A lot of Bellevue University, Omaha Mavericks, Creighton University, Midland University, Hastings College, Concordia University. A lot of different universities represented on this Bugeaters team. Now a little bit about FC Boulder. It's the first team of the big Colorado-based academy. The team is led by Don Harmon. Last time the Bugeaters played them was the inaugural match last season, won 2-1. Back when the Bugeaters were playing down in Lincoln, they play in the newly founded Mountain Premier League and previously played in the UPSL. Get back to that in a second, as now the Bugeaters look to go on the attack again. Carlos Ferrer into the area, plays it back into the middle. A great save in the near post. Dealt with awkwardly by the goalkeeper on the rebound. Now it's going to be out for a corner kick and a set piece for the Bugeaters. Florian Doubt out to take this corner kick for the Eaters. Right-footed outswing and goes towards the back post. Alan Carr, the nearest buggy onto that one. Headed away back out to Florian Dowd on the right. Leaves it off for Gutierrez. Trying to go for the nutmeg there to find Fair. Instead, opting to try to dribble through two defenders. It's given away by Gutierrez. FC Boulder looking to spring a counterattack down this left-hand side. And that's well dealt with by De La Villa, and that's going to go out for a Bugeaters throw in right on the center half line. Long throw in by the right back Stevie C, finding Alan Carr. The Englishman finds his teammate Jean Foyan on the back line. Careless giveaway goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Tobias Marsky all the way up, pressuring the keeper on that one, trying to win it back. That one's going to be knocked out of play. Throw in taken for Meritsky. Meritsky trying to find Gallardo on the overlap, instead intercepted in the midfield by Seeger. Gallardo tried to play the 1-2 with Meritsky. Instead, that's going to go out of play for a throw-in for the visitors on the far side. It's under the 7th minute of play. Bugeaters still 1-0 up on that Diego Gutierrez goal inside of the first 3 minutes. Gutierrez looking like he wants another one as he was pressuring the goalkeeper there. Well dealt with by Colorado. Trying to play out of the back. Slot this through in the midfield. No roster for Colorado. Can't tell which player is which. We do know for a fact one of the players, a former Bugeaters player, Sam Close, the right back for the Bugeaters last year, is now the right back for FC Boulder. Looking to get an attack going of their own here outside of the area. It's going to fall. It looked like it was going to fall for a shot outside of the area. Well dealt with in the center of the park. I believe that was Florian Dowd getting the last touch on it, making it easy for the goalkeeper Geddes to collect. He made his debut last week for the Bugeaters in a 1-1 draw with Des Moines. That one's going to stay in play for Boulder on that far side. Well intercepted by Alan Carr, launching it forward. Looked like he was going for De La Villa. Instead intercepted, and it's going to be out for a Bugeaters throw-in. I was saying Joseph Geddes, the former Omaha Maverick goalkeeper, over his 4 years up the road on Dodge, earned Summit League Academic All-League 2015, 2016, and 2017. First team All-Summit League, 8 times Summit League Defensive Player of the Week. All-Summit League newcomer as a freshman in 2014. Summit League Distinguished Scholar in 2014. Summit League Academic Honor Roll. Summit League Second Team All-Team 2017. Summit League All-Tournament Team 2017. He, of course, was the goalkeeper when the Mavericks won their first conference title in school history. That ball's going to be played over the top, looking to find Diego Gutierrez in the opposing penalty area. Gutierrez wins it, plays it back towards the middle. Cut out before he could get onto the foot of Carlos Fair. Boulder midfielder looking to hit that one on the volley over the top. Not going to beat Alan Carr. Carlos Fair fouled off the ball. This is going to be a free kick for the Bugeaters. About 15 or 20 yards outside of the penalty area. Fair, Gutierrez, Doubt, and Carr all standing around where this free kick is going to be taken. Seekers in the wall. Fair, Shvoyan, Meritsky. All in the box. Played short for Gutierrez down the right. Played in towards the middle. Seeger takes it at the near post. Great kick save at the near post by the goalkeeper. And John Shvoyan's going to be the one to keep it in play. Finds Stevie C. C evades the tackle. Ball played into the area, easily dealt with. Only falls as far as Stevie C. Shot is blocked. Now Boulder has a chance to counterattack down the left-hand side. Some defending to do for Gallardo and Carr. That one's going to be an offsides decision for FC Boulder. Free kick's going to be taken quickly. Carlos Ferrer down the right-hand side. He's got backup coming in his compatriot. De La Villa in the middle. Ferrer well defended. Instead drops it off for Gutierrez in support. Diego leaves it off for Ferrer. Nice defending there by Boulder to knock it away. Couldn't quite get the building out of the back thing down at the minute. And it's going to go out for another throw-in for the Bugeaters on the near side. See back towards the middle for Seeger. Seeger hassled by the defender. He'll drop it back for Alan Carr. Carr for Schwoyan. Schwoyan for C. Now up for Gutierrez. Diego plays it back for Alan Carr. Now out onto the left-hand side for Gallardo. Tracking back to keep it in play. Nicely done to get around the challenge. Villa almost got through traffic. Now Gutierrez finds Ferrer. It's going to be an own goal for the Boulder. FC Boulder with an own goal. That was a bit of a weird play. Carlos Ferrer celebrating that one, but that's going to go down as an OG. And just like that, FC Boulder 2-0 down inside of 12 minutes. Looked initially like a Bugeater player had gotten a touch on it, but you can tell by the dejected looks around the FC Boulder back line. That one did go off the defender last. Again, no roster. Can't tell who scored it. Devastating morale blow for the visitors, and now they have an even steeper hill to climb. A reminder, if you are watching on the YouTube live stream, drop us a comment on the live chat. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know who your favorite Bugeater player is. Keep me entertained on the solo broadcast at the minute. Almost let the fans be the color commentators. Chat about the game, talk about the game, whatever you want. It's a fan-driven experience here for the Bugeaters YouTube live stream. Now Ferrer putting the pressure on the back line. That one's going to go out last off of him. FC Boulder have a throw-in. Meritsky pokes that one away, and it is last off FC Boulder. I'll take the throw-in quick for Diego Gutierrez. Gutierrez plays this ball towards the back post, headed away. Boulder starting to get numbers forward. That ball's not going to beat Gallardo. He'll play it back onto the back line for Alan Carr. Carr back across for Jean Chavoyan into the midfield now for Florian Doubt. An outlet pass on the left-hand side, finding Gallardo. Back for De La Villa in the middle. Couldn't quite make anything out of that. The Spanish midfielder. One back by Florian Doubt, the German in the midfield. He'll drop it back for the Englishman, Carr. Carr back across for Jean Chavoyan. Tobias Meritsky. Meritsky back into the middle. Doubt was looking to play a little bit of quarterback role today for the Bugeaters, distributing the ball at the center of the midfield, lying deep. Gallardo collects it on the left-hand side. His ball towards the middle, over the head of Ferrer. Not quite enough on it to get to Gutierrez either. Now FC Boulder, what can they do here to get at Joseph Giddis in the Bugeater back line? Ferrer couldn't quite defend that one properly. Jean Chavoyan able to knock away the through ball. Stevie C heads it along. Ferrer's lofted ball. Meritsky brings it down. He's held in the midfield. It's going to be a free kick for the Bugeaters inside of their own half. Finding Gallardo just a bit too much mustard on it. Initially trying to keep it in play as the Brazilian. He's taken down, no foul. It's going to go out of play for a goal kick. Bugeaters couldn't quite control in the midfield. Boulder now on the ball. Olivia, the closest Bugeater there, trying to win back position for the home team. That's going to go out last off of Gabriel Gaiotto and out for a throw-in.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, 1836 Capital, Anderson Printing, Backswing Brewery, Charter West Bank, Creighton University.
Ball played over the top. Jean Chavoyan's going to head it easily down for Alan Carr. Carr, the Bellevue University graduate, will drop it back for Joseph Giddis in green. Back for the Englishman. Carr looking to take it forward into the midfield. Goes past out. Couldn't quite find a passing lane forward. He'll drop it back for his goalkeeper.
And the Simple Man. Thank you to our sponsors.
Carr looking to play Gaiotto down that left side. Can't quite get it down. Overhit him a little bit, and that's going to go out of play for a Boulder throw-in. They haven't really been able to create many attacking opportunities, if any. Easily dealt with by the Bugeater back line as well. Impressive back line. We got Gabriel Gaiotto of Midland University, Stevie C of the University of Nebraska, Omaha, just up the road. The two fullbacks, and then Jean Chavoyan, an alumni of Grand Canyon, as well as Mid-Continental, and then Alan Carr, the captain on the back line, former Bellevue University Bruin. Tough task for FC Boulder to come in today and get any shots, any real creative opportunities against this back line. Now finding themselves 2-0 down inside of 20 minutes makes that job even more difficult. Fair pressuring, trying to win it back for the Bugeaters. That one's going to go all the way back into the penalty area. Gutierrez hounding, trying to get the ball back. And Boulder able to play it out of the back. So far, so good. Trying to get something going, trying to have the deficit. It's a poor giveaway in the midfield. JT Seeger intercepts. Now Carlos Ferrer on the ball. Ferrer brings it back, awaiting reinforcements. That one's going to be corralled by Stevie C. He'll drop it back for Chavoyan on the back line. Bit of a heavy ball from Chavoyan. Alan Carr couldn't quite control it as well as he wanted to. Claims for handball in the midfield. Referee says play on. Boulder looking to get something going here. Played into the penalty area. It's a ball into the near post. That one's going to go out. Last off of the Bugeater. I think Alan Carr got a decisive touch on it to take it out for a Boulder corner kick. Kick couldn't quite beat the first man, Tobias Meritsky, on the near post, and now Gutierrez trying to break through the two-man defense. He's got De La Villa arriving in support, and he finds him brilliantly. The Spaniard one-on-one with the goalkeeper, Roger De La Villa. Brilliant save in the near post again, and it's out of play. De La Villa couldn't quite finish off the one-on-one, still 2-0. And the Spanish player is really going to want that one back. Can't quite get the finishing touch on it. A brilliant save in the near post. We get a replay here. At least I'm getting the replay on the live stream. Brilliant outlet pass from Gutierrez. Tried to go for the chip. the Spanish player did and couldn't quite get enough oomph on it. Easily read by the goalkeeper. The second ball well into the stands behind the south goal here at Morrison Stadium. Approaching 20 minutes gone in the opening 45 minutes of play here from Morrison Stadium. Bugeaters still holding on to their 2-0 lead. Missed opportunity there to make it 3 from Roger De La Villa. Concordia University forward has combined well with Carlos Ferrer and Diego Gutierrez while the three have played together. Couldn't quite put the finishing touches on that chance, however. Bugeaters controlling possession at the moment. Jean Foyan, the Czech Republic center back, takes it into the midfield. Nice little back heel off the player. Now Stevie C on the right-hand side looks to get this one back into the area for his college teammate Gutierrez. Couldn't quite dribble it through traffic. Stevie C still in the area. Stevie C wins it back. Stevie C, and it's 3-0. All grit, all determination, all Stevie C on that goal. Winning it back just on the edge of the 6-yard box. And from there is a simple finish right underneath the onrushing goalkeeper. And the Bugeaters have their third in the 21st minute here at Morrison Stadium. Gutierrez loses out possession initially. Stevie C able to fight his way through 3 defenders, finishes it off at the near post. Goalkeeper can't quite get down low enough to get on the end of it and tip it away at the near post. Former goalkeeper myself, those are frustrating when your defenders can't quite clear it and you're left trying to scramble and save a one-on-one. Credit to the Bugeaters right back, keeping the play alive, fighting for it inside of the 6, winning it, and keeping composed and finishing the play off. The Bugeaters third, his first of the night. So far, goals coming in from Gutierrez, C, and a Boulder own goal. Still have plenty more to play. JT Seeger in the midfield. They'll leave it off for Jean Schvoyan. Schvoyan with a nice pass through to Stevie C. The through ball, able to control it, and he will win a corner kick for the Bugeaters. Doubt again coming forward to take this one. Florian Doubt, Creighton midfielder from Landshut, Germany. Plays it short for Diego Gutierrez. Gutierrez into the penalty area, drives it low towards the near post, knocked away. Brilliantly controlled by the Boulder midfielder, now looking to spring it down this left-hand side. Stevie C able to score tonight, now has some defending to do. He's harassed down this flank. He's able to win a free kick, takes it short for Jean Foyan, and we're back underway. JT Seeger loses out possession in the midfield, and that's going to be a free kick for Boulder. Hand up, he immediately knew he had fouled him there. Boulder looking to go for a quick free kick over the top. Ball looked to have been rolling when he played it, and that's going to be called back by the referee. Ball lofted towards the right side. The flick on header, one at the top of the area. Boulder's going to have a shot from distance, and that's wide of Giddis's right-hand post. Didn't even really have to dive for it to make any movement toward it. It's going to be easy goal kick for the Bugeaters keeper to get play back underway here. The 24 minutes gone here at Morrison Stadium, and it's 3-0 Bugeaters. That was FC Boulder's first real chance of the night. Couldn't quite get it on frame. They want to get back into this game. They're going to have to play better than the attacking third of Omaha's pitch. It's really been one-sided when it comes to offense here, guys. Josh Foyan on the ball, keeping possession for the Bugeaters at the moment. Finding Carlos Ferrer on the right-hand side. Ferrer back towards the middle. Florian Doubt. De La Villa loses out possession. Tobias Mersky right on top of it to win it back. Played for JT Seeger. Seeger gets it tangled between his legs, still somehow finds Ferrer. Ferrer's ball towards the middle, cut away at the near post. JT Seeger wins possession back at the top of the area, finds Gutierrez. Trying to get it back onto that favorite right foot. He'll have a hit from distance. Gutierrez! Oh my word! Diego Gutierrez with a banger from outside of the box, and it's 4-0 in the 25th minute. My word, what a finish.
Number 9, Diego Gutierrez.
He can go on slaughtering runs through the midfield, or he can hit him from outside of the area with venom into the top corner. Gutierrez can do a little bit of everything. Keeper had no chance on that one as a curling effort. Found the top right corner with ease, and it's 4-0. And the hill for Boulder just became a bit of a mountain for them to climb. Bit of a demoralizing scoreline for Boulder, but they still have 65 minutes of play left here at Morrison Stadium. They are not out of the woodwork yet, not by a long shot. This one's going to go out for a goal kick. Fair with the flick-on header in the midfield. Can't find a teammate. And Boulder intercepts. Gutierrez, JT Seeger trying to put the pressure on the back line. Seeger wins it back. Finds Ferrer. Ferrer evades a couple of challenges. Finds Meritsky in the center of the park. Meritsky back for Carr. Carr now for Shvoyan. Shvoyan for C. C for Seeger. Seeger into the midfield for Meritsky, just past Doubt. Now he'll play back to the German. Plays it out to Shvoyan. Shvoyan forward for Ferrer. Ferrer off the one time for Stevie C. Couldn't quite control it, and it's given away. Boulder looking to switch the play out on the right-hand side. Otto still marking his man, able to knock it away into the midfield. Nice touch here for Florian down in the midfield. He's got space and he's got support. He tried to find Galloto or De La Villa. Well intercepted by the Boulder defender. That one's going to be switched now onto our near side. Brilliant bending ball over the top. JT Seeger defends nicely. He'll drop it all the way back for Giddis in net. Was yet to be tested with a shot on target in the opening 28 minutes of play. Alan Carr switches to John Shvoyan. Shvoyan for Seeger. Seeger now for C. C tried the Travella pass out to the overlapping run of Shvoyan. Nothing there. Boulder looking to control play at the back, trying to build possession. Maybe kind of calm their nerves a little bit, build an attack. Try to get something on the board before halftime. Meritsky intercepts in the midfield. He'll leave it off for Galloto. Forward for De La Villa. De La Villa back for Meritsky. Meritsky with the ball over the top for Gutierrez, who's offside. Seemed like Gutierrez knew he was offside before he even touched the ball. He still had to follow through on it, though. Otherwise, it would have just gone straight back to the goalkeeper, and it's a free kick for Boulder about 3/4 of the way up the pitch. You're looking at it from Joseph Giddis' perspective. Reminder for those watching on YouTube Live, comment in, keep me company here in the press box. I am flying solo on the night. My broadcast partner Jack Hoover is somewhere running around Morrison, running game day operations for the Bugeaters. Comment where you're watching from, who your favorite Bugeater player is, what's been your favorite goal so far tonight. I can tell you mine is Diego's from outside of the area. It's a worldie of a strike into that top corner. There's nothing better than hitting that curling effort. Josh Foyan on the back line for the Bugeaters. He'll play it forward for Gutierrez. Loses that possession. Now something might be on here for Boulder. Referee flag is up on the far side. It's going to be an offside decision. Couldn't quite check his run in time, and that's going to be a free kick for the Bugeaters. It is staying put in his box. Josh Foyan on the ball off the shortly taken free kick. JT Seeger now forward for Carlos Fair. Fair into the midfield for Meritsky. Meritsky under pressure will drop it back for Alan Carr.
Police Athletics for Community Engagement, the NFC, Nebraska Football Club, and Southeast Soccer Club. Thank you for
Alan Carr. His left foot switches out for Gutierrez. Gutierrez for CC. Back for Gutierrez. He's got options towards the middle. This ball's knocked away at the near post. That's going to go out for a corner kick. Florian Doubt undoubtedly coming forward to take this corner kick for the Bugeaters. Gutierrez staying short as well to offer support. Meritsky coming forward. Josh Foyan slowly making his way towards the top of the area. Inside of the penalty box at the moment is JT Seeger, Carlos Fair, Bryce Meritsky and Roger De La Villa. Stevie C on the near side. Alan Carr, Gabriel Gaiotto making up the back line at the minute. Fair is coming short as Gutierrez drifts into the area. Ball played into the middle. It's JT Seeger at the top of the area, cleared off the line. That one's going to go out for another corner. Seeger almost got a goal in the evening as well. The well-positioned defender able to clear it at the post. Doubt. Going to go all the way to the other side of the pitch to take this corner kick into the sun, as well as the sun sets behind the west here at Morrison Stadium. You're looking east towards the CHI Health Center where Creighton University plays all their home basketball games. As Florian Doubt takes his corner kick, headed away at the near post, high into the sky. Second ball headed away. Roger De La Villa corrals it. Couldn't quite get the touch around the defender, and now Boulder might be able to break here if they can get past Meritsky. Meritsky commits the foul as C clears it. That one's going to be a free kick for the Mountain Men to take. All played in towards the area. This might be their first real shot of the game. That one's going to be a free kick for the Bugeaters inside of their own penalty area. Gabriel Gaiotto got brought down just outside of Gittes' 6. Going up for that header. It's going to be a free kick for Gittes to take, and the chance is gone. Hopeful ball played over the top, and Gittes off his line at the edge of his area. Able to chest it down, play it short for Foyan, now across for Alan Carr. Really easy match so far for the Bugeaters. Haven't really been tested on the back line. The offense had plenty of opportunities. Able to finish off many of them as well. Gabriel Gaiotto now drifting forward. Off the pass from De La Villa. He'll drop it off for Alan Carr. Carr looking to play this one towards the back post, and Carlos Fair. Fair's header back towards the middle. He's offside. The goalkeeper makes a great save nonetheless. De La Villa arriving late. The header came in. The offside flag had already been raised. The play wouldn't have counted, but still got to give credit where credit's due. That was a great save from the Boulder goalkeeper, who has not had the greatest of evenings. Looks like Fair just started his run a bit too early there off the ball from Alan Carr. Great return service back into the area. And De La Villa's header was met by two big hands for the Boulder keeper to tip it away. Just to reiterate, that wouldn't have counted if the ball had found the back of the net. The play had been whistled dead for an offside decision on Carlos Fair, but nonetheless, quality save and quality opportunity there for the Bugeaters. 35 minutes gone here at Morrison Stadium. 4-0 the score. Diego Gutierrez has a brace. Stevie C has another one. Boulder scoring an own goal away from home. Ball in the midfield, now played up for Carlos Fair. Meritsky still making his run. It's De La Villa inside of the area. De La Villa around the goalkeeper. He's taken down. He's got to go out of play for a goal kick. Thought he had gotten around the keeper. Keeper took him down. No call from the referee. Live stream's on a bit of delay up here, so I get to watch a replay. In the next couple of seconds, I'll be able to tell you whether or not that was a foul or not. Ball forward from Morrison towards Ferrer. Ball played towards Roger De La Villa. Initially got the touch around the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper didn't get anything on the ball. De La Villa did go down a bit too easily there. This is a 50-50 decision there. Either way, I think the referee wasn't going to get too many complaints from this broadcaster, no matter which way they called it. The last chance gone. De La Villa still looking for his first goal on the night. Play it into the midfield for Florian Doubt. Doubt's going to play this one towards Ferrer. Headed away. Gutierrez on the rebound. Manhandled off the ball as Gutierrez winning the free kick in the midfield. Instead of taking it short, the Bugeaters might actually drop a set play here. Florian Doubt's going to be the one to take this one. Takes it short for Gutierrez. Diego going for the nutmeg there. Careless giveaway in the midfield, and now Boulder might be able to break down this right-hand side if Gallardo can't get back in time. Played down the left-hand side, and he was offside. The Boulder winger, that one's going to be another free kick for the Bugeaters to take. Undisciplined front line for Boulder, unable to beat the linesman. Less than 10 minutes to go here in the opening 45 minutes for Morrison Stadium. 4-0. The score here, Alan Carr on the ball. Plays it forward for Seeger. Seeger plays this one over the top towards Gallardo down the left-hand side. And now the Bugeaters might have something going down here in the flank. Keeps it in play. Leave it off for Seeger in support. Seeger back towards the middle and Gutierrez. Gutierrez's ball a bit in front of Carlos Ferrer. That one's going to go all the way through for the Boulder keeper to collect. Hold short Boulder on the right-hand side, back towards the middle. Intercepted by Tobias Meritsky. Meritsky tried to get it forward for Gutierrez, just a bit behind the Bugeater forward. Meritsky tried to win it back. Coming in from behind, well read by the Boulder back line now. It might be going down the right-hand flank. They couldn't keep it in play on that far side, and it's going to be a throw-in for Gabriel Gallardo. He's got Alan Carr right next to him, makes the easy throw-in. Game's kind of lulling at the moment. Neither team breaking forward in the last minute or two. That might change here. Jean Schfoyan plays it over the top for Gutierrez. Trying to get around the big burly defender. Finds Ferrer on the back heel. Brilliant takedown of Carlos Ferrer and a great save. Gutierrez and Ferrer combining nicely down this right-hand side. Ferrer almost had a brilliant goal. Bringing it down. Getting a left-footed effort towards the back post. Keeper makes a nice diving save to his right-hand side. Gutierrez drifting out wide. He's going to play a ball towards the back post. Couldn't quite get enough bend on it to find Gabriel Gallardo at the back. Stevie C at the moment down on this right-hand side for the Bugeaters. So he's grabbing at his knee. Can't tell if he's just cramping. Bringing on the training staff. In this injury timeout, we'd like to thank our partners here. Bugeaters would like to thank Backswing Brewery, Epoca Cantina, Into Metal, 1836, The Cooligans Podcast, Anderson Print Group, The Simple Man, Gentleman's Nod, Charter West Mortgage Center, Rediger & Company, Certified Public Accountants, JJT Transportation and Logistics, and Elite Forum, as well as Old Chicago. Thank you guys for your support of grassroots soccer here in Omaha, Nebraska. Stevie C is going to be making his way off the pitch. Moment, this day is probably going to be done. down to replace. BBC trying to find the number here. It's going to be James Kilburn, it appears. Kilburn, sophomore midfielder from Midland University, originally from Liverpool over in England. Now plays his days for the Midland University Warriors as well as the Bugeaters. We're going to be slotting in that right back position for the injured Steve E.C. Hopefully he's not too serious for the right back. He has taken quite a few knocks over the years for both the Bugeaters and the Omaha Mavericks just up the road. Josh Foyon on the back line. He'll play it all the way across for Alan Carr. Carr's going to try to find Galloto down the left-hand side. Might have overcooked this one. Well read by the defense, and it's going to go all the way back to the goalkeeper, who's going to launch it forward under pressure. Left off in the midfield. Nice touch there by De La Villa to win it back. JT Seeger on the ball, finds Gutierrez, and that brilliant dummy for the overlapping run of Ferrer. Ferrer takes it inside of the penalty area, drops it back off for Gutierrez. Gutierrez on a hat trick, and it's knocked away. Kilburn keeps it alive. Mercy's going to have a hit, takes a deflection, and it's cleared away off the rebound. Troyan brings it down. Looks like he's going to drop it back across for Alan Carr. Carr showing off his distribution on the left-hand side. Kilburn couldn't quite control it, and that one's going to go out of play for a goal kick. Midland right back all the way down into the corner. Couldn't quite keep his footing down there by the flag, and this one's going to be a goal kick. But what a pass from Alan Carr out of the back. Might have been a bit too much mustard on that one. Nonetheless, the vision to spot it down the right-hand side. Nice defending there on this near side by the Bugeaters. We've got a Boulder player down at the minute. Another injury timeout here at Morrison Stadium. So I mentioned a few times, don't have a roster for FC Boulder. Can't give you the names of which player is which. He's back on his feet. Looks like this is just going to be a free kick on our near side for Boulder to take. Launched towards the back post, headed away by Alan Carr. This comes off his line, the left-hand side of his six, able to collect it. He's looking to find Gutierrez off the side volley. Bit of an awkward ball to control for Gutierrez. Controls it off the knee, but he's going to find James Kilburn over the top nicely here. Kilburn can't control it initially. He'll fight for it. Keep play going on this right-hand side. Finds Carlos Ferrer. Ferrer cuts back inside onto the right back towards the middle. It's going to go just behind De La Villa, and the FC Boulder now have a chance to break here in the midfield. That one goes all the way through. We just couldn't get anybody on it inside of the 18. That hopeful ball is going to be played over the top, and Giddis very calmly, very easily controls it. Ferrer's fouled in the midfield. It's going to be a free kick for the Bugeaters just inside of their own half. Meritsky out for Kilburn. Kilburn back for Meritsky. I feel like the Eaters might just be killing a little bit of clock before halftime. We're into the 45th minute, the last minute for a bit of stoppage time, I'm imagining. And now it's Diego Gutierrez hounding the back line, trying to get on the end of it. De La Villa will control the weak clearance. He's going to have a shot. That one's high, wide, and not at all handsome. Out for a goal kick. The score at the moment sits 4-0 Bugeaters. As we approach halftime, Diego Gutierrez with a brace, Stevie C with another, and Boulder putting one into their own net. Giddis at the back for the Bugeaters, largely untested throughout the night. He's faced one real shot. That one drifted about 3 yards wide of his right-hand post. Careless giveaway in the midfield finds Roger De La Villa. De La Villa's pass bit behind Meritsky. He wins it back off the clearance. Back towards Meritsky, cleared away. That's going to be out for a Bugeater throw-in on the far side. Well defended by Boulder. Clearance up this left-hand side. Carr brings it back towards the middle, finds Seeger. Seeger for Ferrer. Ferrer shoulder tackled off the ball in the midfield. It's got to be a free kick for the Bugeaters. Boulder midfielder trying to plead his case to the referee. Referee not interested to hear it. It's going to be a set piece for the Eaters to take the boys in red and white, looking to maybe add a fifth right before halftime. Seeger's not going to shoot this, is he? He is indeed going to shoot this, and it's bouncing off the chest. Gabriel Galloto finishes it off, and it's 5. Goalkeeper with a bit of a howler there. Bounces off the chest back towards the edge of the 6. Galloto first to react to the rebound. Add one more to the tally right before halftime. Get it back underway here, and well and truly out of it at this point. Although this is the beautiful game, the beautiful game is a bit crazy at times. You never know what's going to happen. 45 minutes gone, 45 to go here from Morrison Stadium. That'll do it for the opening half, and the Bugeaters running riot at the minute. Gabriel Galloto and Stevie C each with one goal. FC Boulder putting one into the back of their own net. And Diego Gutierrez with a brace at the minute for 5-0. We'll be back for the second half of action. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys here in a few minutes from Morrison Stadium. You're listening to Bugeater Soccer right here on YouTube.com. And we are back for the second half of action here from Morrison Stadium. A beautiful evening here for soccer in downtown Omaha. Current temperature 82 degrees. Hardly a cloud in the sky, and if there is, a far distance away from Morrison Stadium here as the Bugeaters go into the second 45 minutes. Looking to build off of the heavy momentum that they got in the opening exchange. Currently holding on to a 5-0 lead. Goals from Diego Gutierrez, who has 2 on the night. Stevie C, Gabriel Gaiotto, and an FC Boulder own goal. FC Boulder has yet to test Joseph Giddes between the sticks for the Bugeaters. Giddes, a former Omaha Mavericks Summit League champion goalkeeper. The only Maverick goalkeeper to ever appear in the NCAA tournament. The program's on 9th year of existence. Boulder not really doing themselves many favors at the minute, pinning themselves back even further than they had hoped. They've got quite the hole to crawl and climb their way out of. Carlos Ferrer tries to get it on the edge of the area for the Bugeaters. Gives away possession. Well, Boulder might be going on a run of their own here. Play it out onto the right-hand side. Those watching from outside of the Omaha area, Morrison Stadium is the home of Creighton University men's and women's soccer here in downtown Omaha. University of Nebraska Omaha. The Mavericks playing just up the road at Caniglia off of 68th and Dodge. Dodge Street Derby in the first couple of years. It's real infancy at the moment. You can tell what it's done for the soccer community in Omaha that's already rising over the past decade or so. Telling attendances for state soccer here at Morrison Stadium, held every year for high school teams across the state. My usual broadcast partner Jack Hoover likes to call Morrison Stadium the Wembley of Omaha. Teams at the beginning of the year set their goals to eventually make it to the Wembley of Omaha for the state tournament. This year, state champions Omaha South put on a great performance in front. Not quite a record crowd here for the state. Pretty sizable 6,400 for a high school soccer game, knocking off Creighton Prep in the final. Ended 1-1 in regulation, went all the way to a shootout. You've seen over the years the Prep South rivalry develop here at Morrison Stadium, developed the game here in Omaha as Boulder is whistled for an offside decision, cutting their attack off shortly. But as I was saying, the soccer community in Omaha has really been growing over the last decade or so, ever since that Prep South matchup in 2013, which drew a record, if I remember right, 8,200 here at Morrison Stadium for that state final between, again, Creighton Prep and Omaha South. That one going 1-0. So to the Packers of Omaha South, and now the Bugeaters might be in here. Roger De La Via's whistled offside. Never mind. Goal wouldn't have counted even if he had gotten that one on frame. Couldn't quite tell if he was going for a pass to Gutierrez or a chip ball to the back post. Either way, it didn't work out in the end. Referee's flag had gone up. Out on this near side by De La Via. Boulder's going to be taking this throw in on our near side right in front of their own bench. Those watching on the live stream, I am here by myself, so if you want to join in on the conversation, if you want to talk all things soccer or Bugeaters related, I have plenty of time. We got the next 40 or so minutes here of action here. You can be the fan color commentator. Let me know where you're watching from, who your favorite Bugeater player is, what your favorite goal has been so far on the evening. It's getting stone cold lonesome up here in the Morrison Stadium press box. Now the Bugeaters might be looking to get a red hot start going here on the attack. Diego Gutierrez corrals the ball over the top. He's on a hat trick. He takes it into the penalty area. Diego Gutierrez chips into the near post. Gutierrez on a hat trick. And filth of the highest order at the near post. Tip your hat. What a brilliant finish for the third of the evening. For the man of the hour, Diego Gutierrez makes it 6. in the 50th minute. The Bugeaters starting to run riot here. Replay, ball played over the top. Corrals it nicely. He's able to bring it down, gets around his defender on that extra touch, draws the keeper into the near post, and just calmly lifts it over him. Just gets it underneath the crossbar. Beautifully done there. And you can tell why he is one of the top players in the Summit League. A fan favorite for the Mavericks up the road. De La Villa for Gutierrez. Gutierrez's back heel gives away possession. James Kilburn reads the play nicely there. Kilburn came on in the first half of the injured CVC. Ferrer's going to take a hit, and that one's going to go out of play. Last off of FC Boulder. Took a deflection off the defender, and that's going to go out for a corner kick. Out to take that one is the German midfielder Florian Doughty. He does have Jean Foyan showing short. Does take it short. Leaves it off now for Doubt, taking it into the penalty area. Doubt looking to cut it back. Intercepted before it can get onto the foot of De La Villa. De La Villa does win it back in the end, though. And I'll drop it all the way back for Alan Carr. Josh Foyan shoved down on the right-hand side of the area. No call from the referee. Play on. Oh, Boulder might have a counterattack here going down the left. Back defending is Gutierrez. You rarely see that. Gutierrez behind the ball. Joining in the defense. Well, folks, I am no longer by my stone cold lonesome. Please welcome into the broadcast my usual broadcast partner, Jack Hoover. Jack, it's nice to see you, man. I haven't seen you in probably about 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's been too long. I gotta say, I missed your face.
You haven't really been missing much on the side of Boulder.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't really looked all that capable going forward. The back line has been put under tremendous pressure, as we're seeing right now. Gabriel Gaiotto tried to get around the challenge. That was, in the end, a very nice recovery challenge there from FC Boulder, but at the minute, the Bugeaters just running wild.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been able to watch the match. For those who don't know, I was downstairs helping collect tickets because, again, this is a very grassroots organization, and as such, you know, you really kind of have to get involved in all facets of the club. So that's where I was. Wasn't able to see the match.
We all got to pick up our rifles every once in a while, joining the front lines.
But I could hear the crowd. Sounded like it was going well for the Bugeaters, and that's all, you know, we can ask for tonight.
It's going very well for one of our favorite sons of the Omaha Mavericks. The Diego Gutierrez show has been running riot all night long. A hat trick for the forward at the minute. Finished beautifully at the near post on a chip on the keeper. Goal from outside of the area, found the top corner brilliantly.
Well, we expect nothing less from the UNO standout.
We're seeing even more of them down this right-hand flank. Got Fair in the middle, as well as Meritsky and Gaiotto arriving late. Couldn't quite get around his defender out there on the right-hand side, and I think that's one of the main critiques that I've heard of Diego Gutierrez. He does often go for the too flashy moves. He doesn't always go for the simple, most effective moves. He goes for the highlight reel moments.
He does. You know, he likes to really roll the dice, and, you know, a lot of the time we do see it pay off for him. You know, you'll see those, you know, those nice little turns and flicks and whatnot, but there's always a chance that it fails, and when it fails, it looks kind of bad. But that's the risk you pay.
High risk, high reward style of play from Diego Gutierrez. It is nice to see him getting back and defending as well as soon as he loses touch of the ball. I think that's really down to the coaching of Bob Warming up the road. Warming, a former Creighton head coach, well, really built this program up from scratch. Nice skill moves there from De La Villa, freeing himself up in the midfield. Gutierrez knocked off the ball.
Yeah, to your point about Warming, I mean, people call him the godfather of Omaha soccer, you know, for good reason. I believe it is every, you know, D1 coach currently in Omaha is either Bob Warming or was coached by Bob Warming. So I think that, you know, kind of says a lot to, you know, the effect he's had on this town and this community and the game of soccer here.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the UNO women's soccer coach, Tim Walters, Bob Warming product.
Yep. And then you have, you had the old UNO men's coach, Jason Mims, another Bob Warming product right there. And then, who else we got? Johnny Torres over at Creighton, the men's coach, Bob Warming product.
Ross Paul, the head coach for the women's team, Bob Warming product. As we have a slew of substitutions here coming in for the Bugeaters. Gutierrez, Ferrer, as well as De La Villa will come out. Jack Ara will come onto the match. Mario Cerulli will come in, as well as Manuel Lira. Gutierrez on a hat trick. Ferrer and De La Villa couldn't get on the score sheets tonight, but both played very well, creating opportunities. And now the new front three. It's going to be Jack Ara in the middle, Manuel Lira on the left, and Mario Cerulli out there on the right.
Yeah, somewhat of an interesting makeshift roster we have tonight from the Bugeaters. I noticed how none of the two goalies listed on the roster tonight are actually on the game sheet that was given out to fans. Again, that's kind of what you get when you are a semi-professional amateur team. Sometimes your players can't always be there. So, they called up Joseph Geddes from Omaha, and I believe the other keeper is, who is it? Nico Charvet from California, all the way from the sunny state of California. We're glad to have him here tonight. We'll see if he gets any minutes at any point.
You'd imagine if the Bugeaters tack on a few more, they might bring Geddes off. Ball played in off the boot of Manuel Lira. Florian Doubts on the ball in the midfield, and to cut it back onto that right foot.
You would hope that 6-0 would be a safe enough lead, though, at this point.
Kilburn able to control it down on the outskirts. It's into the middle now for Gabriel Gaiotto, and it's 7. Gaiotto gets his second of the match. The goalkeeper, another mistake at the back, and that one's going to be an easy tap-in for the Midland University left back.
Yeah, the goalkeeper definitely wished he had that opportunity back. Did not handle that to the best that he could have. That's the first Bugeaters goal I've seen tonight, so we can cross that off.
You've missed an absolute thrill. You're going to have to go back and watch the highlights throughout the rest of the night.
Sure.
It's been a really fun night so far, not going to lie. It's a beautiful night for soccer. Manuel Lira now wins it back on the left-hand side. Tried to get it towards Jack Ara. Didn't get enough bend on that ball.
Keeper does a little bit better there. Good to see.
To his credit, he has made a couple of really good saves throughout the night. There was one on a Roger De La Villa header. It was eventually flagged offside, so it wouldn't have counted if it found the net anyway.
Right.
Granted, it was a phenomenal save. He was coming back across his line, got two big hands to the header, tipped it away. He's made a couple of decent saves, but he has made a couple of howlers as well. Thus is the dangers of playing between the sticks.
Something you know all too well about.
All too well. More mistakes than moments of brilliance, I'm afraid, from my playing days. That's why I'm up here. Mario Cerulli plays it into the area towards the middle. Manuel Lira couldn't get on the end of it.
Almost a very fortunate deflection there.
Keeper punches it away under pressure from Lira.
Now, have we seen much from FC Boulder going forward?
Not a whole lot. The only shot that's come even close to Joseph Geddes' net rolled about 3 or 4 yards wide of his right-hand post. He's had little to nothing to do.
Well, that's sometimes the best night you can have as a goalkeeper.
It is I mean, don't get me wrong. Making 11, 12 saves to keep a win, that feels great. But at the same time, being able to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, that's even better. Especially when you've got great talent out there on the pitch. Even, the reserve guys coming in. Manuel Lira, Jack Ara, Mario Cerulli. They've shown in the first couple of minutes, just because they came off the bench for De La Villa, for Ferrer, for Gutierrez, they are still going to push the attack. They're still going to look for goals number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10. Go until the 90th minute.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter who's out there in the field for the Bugeaters. It's just kind of a mentality of next man up. And it is a very talented roster here. They've got, I believe it's somewhere past 40 people on the team, and whoever's on the field, you're going to get 100% from them, and you're going to see great soccer. So, as a coach, it's good to just have that much talent at your disposal.
FC Boulder might get something going here. Alan Carr able to read it nicely, clear it away for a throw-in on the near side. Hole opened up initially, covered well by Florian Dow. JT Seeger corrals it. A couple of shoulder dips and dummies in the midfield. Manuel Lira opens it up nicely here for Mario Cerulli down the middle. Mario Cerulli takes it from outside of the area, and the goalkeeper spills it initially, but makes the save on the rebound.
Looked like an easy save to stop there, but again, I'm not a goalkeeper.
They do take a bobble. It's tough when they take a bobble at the last second, and you have to readjust. Sometimes you don't have enough time at the end of it. And
it could be hard to judge those, I'm sure.
And it's a beautiful facility here at Morrison Stadium. There do look to be a little bit like turf spots on the edge of the 6, or just inside of the 18-yard box that might have affected the trajectory of the ball a little bit.
The turf definitely has seen a lot of wear and tear, especially over the past, few months. So you're going to get that on a field like this. It's just a little uneven, and that's just something you have to come to expect, I feel like.
It's what I always told kids growing up when I was coaching them. It's not all going to be Wembley, kids.
It's not.
Every once in a while you're going to have to play play through a couple of divots every once in a while, but, it's a beautiful facility. And now Gabriel Gato on a hat trick puts it into the near post, into the side netting. As I was mentioning earlier in the broadcast, we were saying wear and tear over the last couple of months. We've had Bug Eaters games. We've had camps between Creighton men, Creighton women. They brought young kids in from Omaha, teaching them about the beautiful game. They've had the state tournament. They've had plenty of soccer over the last couple of months here.
Of course, it's a great facility. It's great for I'm glad that it gets so much use. It's the gem of Nebraska soccer, as I've referred to it countless times and on this broadcast before. I consider it the Wembley of Nebraska.
I specifically mentioned earlier in the broadcast that you would say that. I knew it, ladies and gentlemen. I knew he was going to say it at some point. And it is the Wembley of Nebraska because, as much as I love Caniglia, as much as I love to call Caniglia home, this is the staple of Omaha soccer. This is where teams want to be at the end of the season. This is, the aesthetic of the downtown Omaha skyline behind the south goal. It's pretty unbeatable, if I'm being honest.
It really is. We're very fortunate to have a stadium like this, a soccer-specific stadium like this in Omaha.
Manuel Lira cutting it back towards the middle. Haven't had many opportunities here in the last couple of minutes to add the 8th on. Wayward pass from Alan Carr. You rarely see that from the captain and center back, and that's going to go out of play for a Boulder throw-in.
I don't suppose the defense has had much to do tonight, so they might not be at their sharpest right now.
A couple of substitutions coming in for FC Boulder. A reminder and an apology, folks, don't have a roster for them. Can't tell you which player is which player. Can't give you any names. Can't give you any stats on them. I really don't know much about this FC Boulder team. From what I could tell online, this is the senior team. The overview, basically in summation, in spring 2019, the club has 2 teams, the first team and the reserve team. The minute the senior team is getting thumped 7-0 by the Pride of Omaha, Nebraska. I believe what was this cup competition, this rivalry called last year? Was it the Bison
Cup? It was, yeah. I believe me and you were down there. That was the inaugural home game for the Bug Eaters, in a match that was won 2-1 by the Bug Eaters. So.
For those that were at that game, those rowdy college students in the corner who were lighting off smoke sticks from the left over from the 4th of July.
We were right there in the thick of it.
Before. That was us, and now we're broadcasting for the team, the glow-up of a 365-day journey.
It really is wonderful, isn't it? We'd like to think we've come a long way.
I was still tempted to bring smokes up into the press box for every single time the Bug Eater scored. Just light one from up here.
No, that was
outside of the press box. Played through here for James Kilburn in the area. Kilburn tried to get it around the keeper in the near post. Back towards the middle for Jack Aura.
Unlucky there.
Referee's flag was raised on that far side. It's going to go out for a corner kick. No doubt about it. It is going to be the German midfielder Florian Doubt out to take this corner kick.
Oh my goodness.
The puns never stop, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. I should be used to them by now, but they still catch me off guard every now and then. No doubt about it.
Corner kick from the northeast corner of Caniglia Field, Morrison Stadium. I got to break those old habits.
Yeah, you're still used to calling UNO games, which we'll be back to doing.
Less than 50 days.
50 days.
Mersky taking it down the left-hand side into the area, still on the ball. Nice tackle at the near post. Preventing the ball getting in towards the middle. Manuel Lira preventing the counterattack. It will enabling his teammates to get back behind the ball.
It really could have been a good opportunity for Boulder, but definite credit to the Bug Eaters to just stopping any chance of the FC Boulder getting anything going.
Now they might have an opportunity. Here's the back line falling asleep. Giddis might have his first task of the night. Comes off his line to connect it, and a great one-on-one save from the goalkeeper.
I suppose you can consider that the broadcaster's curse. I was just talking about how Boulder wasn't getting opportunities, and then they go ahead and get their best one of the night right there.
Yeah, well read there by Joseph Giddis. The ball really weak towards the top of the 6-yard box. Giddis reads it nicely, unafraid of getting a little bit of a knock there in the middle, able to get up quickly after taking the hit. And he controls the ball, keeps the ball against his chest. That's a tough thing to do as a goalkeeper. When you come off of those one-on-ones and you know you're going to get hit, holding on to the ball, not giving up that rebound.
I mean, we saw a lot of Giddis while we, attended UNO games. We saw him while he was there, and, that was always one of his strengths. He just had very confident hands, and, he's got a big size, got a big frame, and he's not afraid to use it, which we saw right there, perfectly executed to keep the clean sheet for the Bugeaters.
Like a linebacker took off his pads, put on a goalkeeper jersey, and put on gloves.
I suppose so. That's a good
I think that might be closer to Seth Rinderneck, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Rinderneck's more built like a linebacker.
The UNO center back. It's good to have someone of that stature back there.
Minute for the Bugeaters so far this season has been Alan Carr. He's been a standout at the back line so far this year. So a local coach as well, like coaching youth talent throughout the area.
Right. He's been very involved in the local soccer scene here, and that's always something you love to see, especially from a local team like the Bugeaters. I mean, Connor, no doubt, he's been one of the standouts of this season. I think he's played just about every game for the Bugeaters. He's been there captaining the back line, and it's been an impressive shift every single game.
Bit of pinball action in the midfield. Manuel Lira battling for possession in the middle, and he'll roll it out to the right back, James Kilburn, who came on in the first half of the injured Stevie C. Kilburn's ball into the area towards Jack Ara, controls it nicely. Jack Ara makes it 8! The Irishman gets his tally on the day, and the Bugeaters add another to their tally on the night. It goes from bad to worse for the visitors from the West.
Yeah, they're just scoring for fun at this point.
Milazim Sahili, I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that name horribly, and I am so sorry. They did say, come on, Jack. They got the goal in the night for the Irishman.
Yep.
He's got a lot of support on these live streams with Jack Ara over the last couple of games. Gives me a nice international audience.
It's good to have, We're glad that there's a nice international following for the Bugeaters. They are a team that looks, to focus on growth of soccer in Nebraska, but also, to build the brand, abroad. It looks like they're doing that.
You look at the starters, or really just the roster in general for the Bugeaters. I mean, you've got players from Germany, England, obviously the United States.
Yeah, Mexico,
Brazil, a lot.
Yeah, a
lot of different countries.
Roster.
The United Nations.
The United Nations.
The United Nations of Morrison Stadium.
I mean, soccer is the international game, and the roster for the Bugeaters, it reflects that.
The Czech Republic, Jan Shiroyan on the back line, who has had a pretty solid showing coming out of his assistant coaching role. Player coach.
Vincent Kompany almost, what he'll be doing next season, it sounds like.
Don't remind me that Kompany's not going to be at City anymore. Hand up, I'm a huge City fan, guys, and I am heartbroken at the loss.
A true club legend for the team.
There should be a statue outside of the Etihad for him. Absolutely.
Maybe him, right as he's about to shoot the ball.
No, don't shoot! I love that little soundbite as Gabriel Galloto takes it down the left-hand side. Jack Ara tried the back heel. Not sure if it came off of him or if it came off the Boulder defender on that back heel. He's got the throw in, though. Finds Maretsky. Maretsky looking to take this one in the air. I thought he was going to shoot it. What a goal that would have been if he would have found the target.
Yeah, that's a great build-up play from the Bugeaters.
Said the clearance. Jack Ara couldn't quite keep it in play. Attack team with Manuel Lira on our near side. Is going to go out for a throw-in. One back by the Bugeaters. Is going to be Maretsky on the ball. Maretsky unable to control it.
Good little spell of possession here for FC Boulder. We really haven't seen a lot of that from them in this game. And as I say that again, they lose possession.
Broadcaster's curse.
Coming
in heavy tonight, my friend.
It's working. It's working its magic, Maybe they need to put me on the broadcast for the USA women's game tomorrow, and I can say, the Netherlands looks like they're defending very well, and then the USA will go and score.
We have seen that so far this year in the Women's World Cup with JP Della Camera in I think it was the Spain round of 16 matchup,
right,
where he was talking about how the USA hadn't conceded a goal yet in tournament play. Now their back line looked great, and immediately after he said it, they conceded. Now Jack Ara chips the keeper who came off his line, and it's 9.
Wonderful. Another one for Jack Ara.
Half-heartedly checking over his back shoulder, making sure the referee didn't raise his flag. And Jack Ara gets his second of the evening and a brilliant chip as we get a replay here. On the live stream that's a few seconds behind.
Replay for us, not so much for you guys watching on the live stream.
We'll give you a play-by-play of it. Manuel Lira plays a nice ball over the top. Jack Ara reads it nicely. Keeper kind of caught in no man's land there, chipped as he came off his line. Nothing he could do about it there. Just like that, the Bugeaters are one shy of double digits.
If you're a goalie, this is one of those days that you really just want to forget about and move on from.
Boulder might have an opportunity here. Joseph Gittes making a nice fingertip save at the near post.
That's what we've come to expect from Joseph Gittes.
End-to-end stuff in the last couple of seconds here as Gittes tips it away at the near post. It's going to be a corner kick for FC Boulder. A substitution coming in for the Bugeaters. Making his way off the field. It's going to be JT Seeger, who had a pretty solid day in the midfield. Didn't quite get on the score sheet as he would have liked. He did have a 50-yard free kick that bounced off the keeper's chest.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
It's going to be Jonathan Lopez coming on for the Bugeaters. Cleared away at the near post by Alan Carr. We'll be back out wide for Boulder. Manuel Lira recovers nicely, preventing a cross. You just definitely want to hold on to this clean sheet for the next 20 minutes. Throw-in taken towards the middle. Went out of play. Gallardo cleared it off before the referee had blown his whistle. It's going to be a goal kick for Joseph Gittes to take.
Yeah, really just not a lot going on for FC Boulder right now up top. Those set pieces look to be their only chances where they really could be deadly and maybe nick a goal. But other than that, it seems unlikely that FC Boulder will score tonight.
Jack, we have our first comments of the night directed towards us on a question from Chivas USA 211. Bit of an old school reference there, Chivas USA, a defunct MLS club from years ago.
Yeah,
viewpoints on VAR. VAR, the video assistant referee, has been used this year at the Women's World Cup. Last year at the Men's World Cup was really where it got its big debut. We'll get into it as soon as the Bugeaters attack fizzles out here. Jonathan Lopez trying to keep it in play. It's going to be a free kick inside of the Boulder penalty area. But as I was saying, a lot of controversy lately around VAR. I don't think we've ever had this conversation. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Me and you have not. We've never discussed this together. So I think we should talk about it now.
The floor is yours, my friend. Your opinion and thoughts on VAR.
Well, if I'm being completely honest, I am 100% for VAR. You know, I really have no issues with it for the most part. I know it's been, a little controversial at like this past Women's World Cup. However, I think in a lot of instances, and if VAR is used correctly, like I think we saw at the 2018 Men's World Cup, I thought it was used spectacularly there. And I think VAR is just a great addition to the game and what we really need. I think in the past, you've just seen so many opportunities where a team or a player has just gotten completely robbed because of some, blown call that's gone their way or gone the other way. And it's like those moments of controversy they're unnecessary. If we have video replay, we should use it. We should make sure the correct call is made 100% of the time on the field. And I don't know. I'm all for VAR. I don't care if it, maybe, there's an exciting goal that maybe Manchester City scores against Tottenham in like the dying seconds of their game and then it gets called back. I think if it's the correct call on the field, then that correct call needs to be made. And if VAR helps make that call, then I'm all for it.
You really went there, didn't you?
I'm sorry, I had to.
You went there, didn't you?
That was just the most prevalent moment that I could think of in my mind.
I share the same viewpoint as Jack when it comes to VAR. I think it is a phenomenal tool, but at the moment, I don't think it's quite being used correctly. Manuel Lira on the ball in the area. Manuel Lira makes it 10! The Bugeaters have double digits, and I'll get back to the VAR conversation in a second. But that...
Do we have mercy rule on this?
No.
No, okay.
As I've been told my entire life when it comes to mercy rules, mercy is for the weak.
Mercy is for the weak. That is a good sporting attitude to have.
And, we had that controversy. We can get into that with the U.S. women's team and that 13-0 win over Thailand. But back to the matter at hand, the video assistant referee is Manuel Lira. Brilliantly slots it past the goalkeeper off the great touch, making it 10-0. But when you look at VAR, I think the issue that you come into is it should be correcting clear and obvious mistakes.
Yes.
A lot of times it is nitpicking.
Mm-hmm. It really is very nitpicky. If it's a moment that is going to completely decide the match, I'll let this move finish out actually first.
Manuel Lira into the area for the Bugeaters is going to go out on the left-hand side. He does keep it in play. Tried to get it around his defender there. That's cleared forward now.
Yes, now as I was saying, I think if it's a moment that will completely change the shape of a match, like a goal, obviously, I think you should check a goal if there's a lot of question about it. But for the more nitpicky things, it's totally unnecessary to stop play every 10 minutes and just check something new. But if it's a huge moment that will completely change the match, potentially a last-minute penalty or something along the lines of that, absolutely go to VAR, make sure the correct call is made. That's just my take on it. I know many people have, very strong opinions on this matter, and I'm all open to discussion about it. I'm glad this question was asked, actually.
I really enjoy the whole, asking the questions of the broadcasters thing in the middle of the broadcast. Like,
right.
It gives you a little bit more to talk about.
When you're up 10-0.
When you're up 10-0, when you've been broadcasting by yourself for most of this game. But when you came up, I was no longer alone. We are joined by another esteemed guest in the Morrison Stadium press box. My flesh, my blood, my brother, Paul Godberson. Paul, how's it going?
It's going great, Owen. That good 10-0 win. Finally calling me in at 10-0. So it's can't mess this up.
Well, I mean, you got to bring in the scrubs, the subs towards the latter stages of the game. We all know I'm the starter here.
Right.
But
the Ty Dillingers of the world, perfect 10.
Nice little pro wrestling reference here.
I did not understand that reference.
For those who are unaware, my brother and I are huge pro wrestling fans. Throughout the years, we've grown up playing soccer together, wrestling together, and now working for the Bugeaters together as the Bugeaters have a corner kick here in the 75th minute. More subs coming in. Tobias Marsky will make his way off the pitch. Robert Wiseman coming in, the striker from Midland University, making his way onto the pitch. Florian Doubt looks to be making his way off as well. His night is done.
I find it interesting the Bugeaters have two men over this corner. You don't see that too often.
Not too often at all. Aries Fung.
He's looking to go short.
Aries Fung coming into the match as well in the midfield. Corner kick taken short.
I feel like the third guest on Men in Blazers right now.
You should have the Golden Blazer. Header comes in, and Robert Wiseman, the super sub, makes it 11. His first touch of the evening, and it's 11.
Another one.
And another one, exactly. Bit of a rout at this point.
Robert Wiseman scored a banger in the first game here at Morrison Stadium for the Bugeaters on the half volley into the top corner. That header was picked out of the top bins. Just an unbelievable finish, and with his first touch of the match as well.
Yeah, instant impact sub is what it is.
That shows the impeccable decision-making of head coach Scott Robertson.
Absolutely.
Great accent on that man.
Unbelievable accent.
It's a great accent. Also, shout out to Backswing Brewery and their Bugeaters FC Golden Ale.
Aries Fung misses one over the bar. One of our sponsors, Backswing Brewery. The Bugeaters, what was it, Golden Ale?
Yes, and I can tell you right now that it tastes delicious.
See, I'm not much of a beer guy at this point, but I will happily drink anything with the Bugeaters logo on it. You got to support local soccer here in Omaha.
Local soccer and local beer, not a better combination.
Yeah.
Not at all. Manuel Lira trying to control things in the midfield. Let's go back to the live stream, see if there are any other questions. Who wins the Chivas USA 2-1-1 again? Who wins the Gold Cup and Copa America? Both finals tomorrow. The Copa America final at 3 o'clock between Peru and Brazil, and the Gold Cup final at 8 o'clock between the USA and Mexico. I think we're all in agreement here, the United States. We're biased.
I am absolutely biased. I will say my heart says America.
But your brain
kind
of leaning towards Mexico, yeah. That's kind of where I'm at the minute.
I mean, Mexico. Okay, the thing with Mexico is they have been pushed to overtime in their past two games. They do, okay, on paper, they have the more talented squad. But
we might have the fresher legs.
We might have the fresher legs, and they didn't seem like they really had it going that well against Haiti and against Costa Rica.
I'm not too sure if you can credit that as like a discredit to Mexico, or if you just kind of credit Haiti to
it was a great performance from Haiti. I will say that.
As the offside flag goes up on the far side, I believe Eloy Room was just signed to the Columbus Crew. Standout Gold Cup performance. We did save the Crew, and now
yes, we did.
And now the Crew found themselves a phenomenal goalkeeper who put on a great performance in the Cup. But I mean, if I'm a betting man, I'm putting my money on Mexico tomorrow.
Absolutely.
No matter, like, the U.S. is in a rebuilding stage at the minute.
But there's a reason at the games we don't chant, I believe that we will win anymore.
Yeah, it's because we don't believe.
Deep down in our heart of hearts, we do not believe that we're going to win.
Yeah, U.S. soccer is in a bit of a bad situation. Rebuilding. I'm trying to be optimistic. There is young talent on this team, obviously, with likes of Christian Pulisic, Weston McKennie, some other players who aren't on this roster, such as Timothy Way and Josh Sargent, which is a whole nother conversation.
My blind loyalty towards Newcastle and DeAndre Yedlin will always.
There you are. But DeAndre Yedlin, unfortunately, out of this Gold Cup.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
To the other half of the question from Chivas Fan USA, we will get to in a minute before this corner kick, after this corner kick for FC Boulder. I believe this is their third of the afternoon. Don't have that stat in front of me. Ball played in towards the middle. Joseph Gitt is able to collect easily. Gentlemen, Peru, Brazil. In Brazil, I'm imagining this is at the Maracanã.
Yes.
Has with America now.
We're all going Peru, right?
Yeah, of course. No, but I'm just going to say maybe this will be a repeat of the 1950 World Cup final in which Uruguay upset massively favored Brazil at home to win the World Cup.
The 1950 World Cup, we all remember how that went down.
I'm just saying.
That was the same
soccer lore.
It is. That was the same tournament in which the USA beat England 1-0.
Indeed, I believe it was. You're right. But yeah, it was Uruguay and Brazil essentially in the finals. I think the way it worked out was all Brazil had to do was tie the game, and they would win the World Cup because it was back when they did that weird
format.
Yeah, weird format. Uruguay won 2-1 in front of a packed house, shocked the entire nation of Brazil. Maybe we'll see another repeat of that because Peru obviously is not favored at all in this game. I could hardly name you a single player on their squad if I'm being honest. Meanwhile, Brazil is full of superstars and they're at home. But Peru's not here because of a fluke. I mean, they had a great win against Chile. They've had
They play well as a team.
They do play well as a team. I do believe that Brazil beat Peru 5-0 earlier in the tournament, if I'm not mistaken.
In the group stages. And that kind of leads into my whole mentality on this. I saw a tweet earlier from Zachary Goldman at That Damn Yank. He's an absolutely hilarious soccer follow on Twitter. Absolutely recommend him. But he tweeted... We will have a corner kick here in the minute for the Bugeaters as Jack Ara wins the corner kick nicely. But he tweeted that Peru beating Brazil in the final in Brazil after losing 5-0 to them earlier in the tournament would be crazy, but not crazy by Copa America standards. Great save in the near post off the shot from Manuel Lira. That's out for another corner kick. But going back to that conversation, that wouldn't be anywhere near Copa America crazy. Copa America is bonkers, and I love it. CONMEBOL, keep doing you. It is entertaining every single time I tune in to watch. Messi getting sent off earlier today for holding his ground. He was getting headbutted.
It's terrible. Absolutely horrible. Terrible call from the referee. But that's another discussion. CONCACAF is also a whole nother level of crazy, which we can get into later, I'm sure.
It's a different kind of crazy.
It is a different kind of crazy. But, again, my heart says Brazil. My head also says Brazil. But for some reason, I just have a feeling
that Peru's going to do it.
That Peru can eke it out, you know? So I'm going to say Peru. I'll probably be wrong tomorrow, more than likely. But
we can all agree that tomorrow is going to be one of the greatest soccer days of all time.
It will. So why don't we talk about the other final, too, you know?
The Women's World Cup final, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
I predicted a score almost similar to this.
11-0.
11-0, yeah. USA is going to run away with it.
Jonathan Lopez looking to make it 12 just wide of the near post, or far post, excuse me. I would give more credit to the Netherlands and say
90 minutes score last game. America beat a team 13-1.
13-0.
No,
Thailand barely snuffed.
I almost gave Thailand too much credit for scoring.
Yeah, I don't want to discredit them, but Thailand is a team of amateurs. They credit to them for making the World Cup, but they were just a class below the United States women's team.
A class?
Many classes.
Many classes, man.
You're right. But Netherlands is a quality opponent. I think it's going to be a really, really tough game. I mean,
solid forward for Jack Orr, looking to make it a dozen. Jack Orr, and he does, and he's got his hat trick as well.
2 hat tricks today.
2 hat tricks.
So luckily, Irish is on board.
And he can't stop scoring.
He can't at the minute. No, three of the best.
3 of the best is the FIFA.
A day he'll never forget.
Breaking out the Martin Tyler voice.
Yes.
It's 12-0 here at Morrison Stadium. The Bugeaters get their 10th of the game.
Yes.
And that's a hat trick for him on the day. A day he'll never forget.
3 of the best.
I can never remember who the color commentator is. It's Martin Tyler and
Andy Gray? Is that his name?
Alan Smith.
Alan Smith.
Yes.
There we
Alan
go.
Smith.
I don't know how I couldn't.
Two legendary broadcasters. Not quite as good as us, but legends in their own
They're
right.
trying to get there. They're trying to get to our level.
We don't have the best. We don't have as good of accents to be on FIFA as they do.
Fair.
Not a chance.
We need to get John Strong, and we need to get a petition for John Strong and Stu Holden to be on FIFA. For American fans who love watching
American
MLS.
commentary would be fantastic.
It's not the same playing FIFA hearing American people though.
I want to try it.
Yeah.
just for the kicks.
What 1 year's old will do. It's like Martin Tyler.
Give me FIFA 20.
It's a classic sound. You know.
It is. He is an absolute legend.
Here's my issue with that, though, is that FIFA would add that factor into the game, and then they'd be like, oh, this is the one new thing we're going to add this year, and then we're not going to approve everything else. Because that's what they always do. They always add one new thing, and then that's their selling. I'm sorry, FIFA upsets me sometimes.
Jack, people will buy it anyway.
People will buy it anyway, that's the thing. And that's why they don't feel like they need to improve the game that much every year. Anyway, I've said my piece on that.
No,
This is what you talk about when you're up 12-0.
no more comments at the minute asking us any questions about soccer. So we kind of want to talk about just the performance we've seen tonight. I mean, it's tough to give a man of the match when two guys are on hat tricks.
I've only seen half the game. I was
multiple goal scorers. Man of the match for you, Jack R. Since you've seen his hat trick.
I saw all three of Jack R's goals, I believe. It was a great performance from him. He was very clinical in front of goal. 12-0. I mean, everyone could be man of the match. But yeah, Jack R. He'll get my vote. He's had a great shift today, and we'll hope to see more of that from him going forward.
Speaking of FIFA, the match ratings in this will be pretty high.
They would be. I think you could maybe see 10s across the board, honestly.
I don't know how you score that, but pretty good performance.
10 match rating.
Well, Lira taken down in the midfield. It's going to be a free kick just on the edge of the attacking third.
I believe so.
Maybe in shooting distance. We saw JT Seeger hit a missile earlier that set up the 5th goal.
Right.
He's not on the pitch anymore. It's going to be interesting to see who takes it and whether or not they're going to be able to put a shot on frame.
I say let the assistant coach take it. Let Choi, am I pronouncing that right? Shoivon?
Jean Shvoyan.
Jean Shvoyan. Yes.
Field general. From the Pilsen, Czech Republic. I think that's how you pronounce the city's name.
Yeah, probably.
Victoria Pilsen, and what's the other one?
Victoria Pilsen and the other club there?
Isn't there another
Poland?
Isn't there another club in Czech Pilsen? I thought there was a Pilsen derby that was like famous.
Victoria Pilsen, maybe?
Maybe.
I think that's it.
It is going to be Alan Carr on the left foot taking this one. Oh, great header away from behind the wall.
It's no Polish league over there, Shout out Kuba Błaszkowski.
Wait, is it something else?
Błaszkowski.
I'm sorry, I must say I'm pretty ignorant about the Polish league. Is it not the Polish league?
Wisla Krakow.
Wisla Krakow, is that your
That's the
team?
name of, yes.
Legia Warsaw. I'm just going to go with them.
I hit that from Mario Cerulli.
From there.
What is?
Our family's from Poznan, so I kind of like.
Very nice.
Let's all do the Poznan.
Let's all do the Poznan.
Surprised the fans haven't started doing the Poznan yet at this point. Cause
is this another? Let me stop you. Is that a wrestling reference?
No, the Poznan is a city, Manchester City thing, where all the fans link arms.
Actually, it's a Poznan thing.
Oh, city fans do it, and that's how I knew it. They link arms, they turn their back to the field, and they start jumping up and down singing, "Let's all do the Poznan."
Fascinating.
City fans are a different breed, man.
They are. Just soccer fans in general are nuts, as we know.
I love how American soccer fans all bond together no matter what team they support. Mm-hmm.
That's exactly
any other American sport, or like you like the Browns, you like the Steelers, they don't like each other. But like American soccer fans, like I might not like your team, but like we're
in this together.
We gotta sit together because everybody else, we don't get the respect we deserve.
We're much stronger united than we are.
Yes.
Splintered, and Manuel Lira whistle for the offside.
There's not enough of us to be divided.
Not quite at this point. It is growing. I mean, we were talking about this earlier on the broadcast with the growth of the game just in our city that we've seen over the past decade, ever since that game that you and I were at, Prep South, your senior year, my freshman year, 8,200 people packing the stadium here at Morrison. And I think that was the beginning of kind of a soccer revolution in Omaha, because Omaha soccer was in its infancy at that point. Creighton was an established program, but they were kind of, I don't want to say they were resting on their laurels a little bit. They just kind of knew they were the only D1 program in town, and they got a challenge from Omaha. Jack R looking to make it 4 here. He's got Robert Wiseman in the middle, well defended. But, you've just seen it over the past decade, the growth of soccer in Omaha. I think the Bugeaters offer another outlet for fans to come out. And, you look at guys like Jack Bennett and just alumni of the Bugeaters that are on loan or on trial in England right now. Lewis Rathbone made his debut today for Bradford Park Avenue of the National League in England. It's it's possible for a kid from Omaha, play in high school, play here at Morrison in the state championship, play in college for either one of the Division I teams, or the Hastings, the Midlands, of course, Concordias,
Nebraska, all great programs.
Nebraska Christian College, there are options for players to go to develop their game. They go here, they get eyes on them. They can get out of Omaha. They can use this as a step. 15 years ago, that really wasn't all that likely or possible.
And even among the fans with the supporters groups like American Outlaws and Omaha Boys kind of picking up with the last 10 years or so.
American Outlaws was started just 45 minutes on the road in Lincoln. This is a great.
We have a Toon Army Omaha here.
Mm-hmm. Newcastle fans.
The few, the proud, the 6 of us in Toon Army Omaha.
Toon Army,
we exist. We exist.
Good for you.
And you see soccer jerseys around all the time.
You do.
The referee blows the final whistle. No stoppage time here in the 90th minute. And the game ends 12-0. Gentlemen, it was a rout.
Yeah, to say the
We
least.
safely secured the Bison Cup here.
I would say so. Yes, we retained our title.
Yes.
It was a lot closer than the 2-1 victory that we enjoyed last year down in Lincoln for the Bugeaters, but it was still a very fun night. Goals from, let's see if I can remember all of them, a hat trick from Jack Ara, a hat trick from Diego Gutierrez, Stevie C, Gabriel Gallotto with 2, Robert Wiseman with 1.
It was own goal one.
Own goal was one of them, and there's one that I'm missing.
OG, that's you.
I am OG.
Great for that.
I am OG, Owen Godberson, but unfortunately, I don't think I get credit for any of these goals.
Very impressive that you could remember
Yes.
that many. There's a lot to keep track of tonight.
Yes.
But thank you guys so much for listening in on the broadcast. It has been a phenomenal night. Thank you both, gentlemen, for joining us. I have one more question from Sebastian Oseki, Bugeaters and USWNT. Who wins? One team's playing for a World Cup. The other team just won 12-0. I'll leave it at that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in
One more
this
thing.
evening.
Shout out to your Man City fans. They're playing Wonderwall at the end here.
I'm about to turn off my microphone because I don't want you guys to hear me sing Wonderwall because I sound like a dying horse when I'm singing. But for Paul Godberson, for Jack Hoover, for everybody here at Bugeaters FC, I'm Owen Godberson, and until next time, have a great evening and enjoy the beautiful game tomorrow. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.